1974, my father wanted a recreational vehicle. He didn't want to become what he calls a weekend bus driver of a full-size Class A or C motorhome. So he started looking at camper vans, found there's nothing on the market designed very well. There was nothing with the features of a motorhome that he really wanted.
I wanted to stand up, walk around, and sleep in a big, comfortable bed, cook in it, watch TV, play games, entertain my friends. And it had to have a big bathroom, of course, all in the size of a small van. Everybody said, you can't put this into one van.
Well, we proved them wrong. We did it in more ways than just one.
Feel the excitement and the pride of owning the #1 selling camper van in North America. Why are Roadtrek so popular? Simply because they defy conventional thinking. People can't believe everything they get in such a small camper van. Unlike other companies that spread their energy and resources designing many different types of motorhomes and travel trailers, Home & Park concentrates on one. Since 1974, Roadtreks have been refined year after year, leaving nothing to chance. For over 25 years, skills have been honed perfecting features that already exceeded industry standards. Each year, thousands of hours are spent meticulously examining every little detail, bringing new meaning to terms like precisely crafted and carefully designed. By concentrating efforts, Home & Park has acquired a wealth of knowledge and experience in making the most out of the least amount of space. And we all know nothing can replace experience. Roadtrek motorhomes are a testament to original thinking. Continuous innovation has led to no fewer than 18 patents. There's an old saying, first impressions are lasting impressions. You'll discover the truth to those words when you slide behind the wheel of a Roadtrek. Your first impression is one of luxury as you settle into the comfort of luxurious captain seats. You'll continue to be impressed the moment you drive one. Positioning the tanks below the floor actually improves weight distribution, which makes handling agile and surprisingly smooth. When you consider how Roadtreks offer you all the comforts of a larger motorhome with the efficiency of a van, it's hard not to be impressed. Roadtrek offers 3 different sizes: the 200, 190, and 170, each with floor plan options to suit your lifestyle. The 170 is the easiest Roadtrek to park, so if you're willing to sacrifice a little interior space for parking convenience, the 170 is for you. It's the ideal way to spend time together without hassles and without troubles. The 190 was created for weekend trips and long vacations. A chance to be alone, away from the trappings of civilization, without compromising your need for breathing space. And then there is the 200. When you've worked hard all your life and feel it's time to reap the rewards. Those who know what they want out of life and usually get it. The 200 is the roomiest Class B motorhome on the road. Any road, or driveway for that matter. Ever notice how larger motorhomes parked in a driveway often look like an extension off the living room? Well, not Roadtrek. Consider it a minivan with an attitude. It's easy to load. Topping up the water supply is a breeze. There's plenty of room for other cars, or even another Roadtrek. The space they occupy disguises the space they offer. They prove you don't have to be large to be comfortable. Just look at everything you get in one Roadtrek motorhome. You can enjoy a kitchen equipped with a microwave, fridge, stove, and running water. Enjoy a leisurely breakfast. Or if you like, dine over something far more elaborate. You set the mood, Roadtrek will set the scene. Everything you want in your home, we've put into the Roadtrek, even elbow room. You can walk in them, and two people can pass with ease. You and the kids have space to play games and watch TV. The innovative swivel TV cabinet lets you watch your favorite programs either in bed or from the front of the vehicle. And when the day is through, the Roadtrek offers a variety of comfortable sleeping arrangements. Enjoy the cozy comfort of dual-density foam mattresses in singles, doubles, or the full luxury of king size. Roadtrek Ingenuity provides you with a large temporary bathroom that comes complete with a marine toilet and stand-up shower. The only thing we haven't figured out yet is how to prevent lineups, but we're working on it. Far roomier than permanent bathrooms in most larger motorhomes, it's discreet, comfortable and relaxing, with plenty of room to change, even shower in complete privacy. If you want all the power at your fingertips, choose a 110-volt generator that lets you run the air conditioner and microwave even while driving. Instead of being perched on the roof, Roadtrek's air conditioner is built in. Its low profile makes it one of the most aerodynamically efficient camper vans on the road today, yet the lowered floor provides you with full standing height. In fact, Roadtrek's sleek aerodynamics help you avoid RV parking restrictions. Just because Roadtreks handle like a van, don't confuse them with van conversions. Remember them? What did they give you? 4 captain seats and a flip-down bed with cramped quarters on a rainy day. When you really compare features and price, well, Roadtreks make van conversions obsolete. What is it that makes you hunger for the open road? Adventure? The ability to just pick up and go when you feel the walls closing in? Roadtrek gives you the freedom to move. Remember the rent-a-cottage days? You'd pack up the family and head off for that great vacation. You'd wonder if you'd ever find it, and when you did, you'd worry about the bikers next door. And you wished for the freedom of a motorhome. While even the larger motorhomes can't give you the complete freedom and flexibility of a Roadtrek. Roadtreks can take you to your favorite fishing spot or a quiet place far off the beaten path. You can just as easily discover new places in town as out of it. Driving in the city is easy on your nerves. You can pretty well park anywhere. And it's comforting to know when you want to pass larger vehicles on steep grades, you've got the power to do it. You can explore the open road with peace of mind, knowing your Roadtrek comes with the best warranty available today. Each day is a lot more interesting when you live it in a Roadtrek, because you never know where it will end. They say a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. You've already taken the first step. Now, call us to find out where you can test drive a Roadtrek for yourself and go where your spirit takes you.
Welcome back. Hope you found your Roadtrek video adventure both enjoyable and informative. 25 years ago, the skeptics told my dad it couldn't be done. I think you'll agree we've proven them wrong. You've seen for yourself that you really can get all the comforts of a motorhome with the driving ease of a van. Now I'd like to take a few minutes to demonstrate some of the features that make using a Roadtrek such a comfortable and pleasurable experience. Let's start with the 190 Versatile. I bet you can't believe this vehicle has a full-size bathroom, toilet, and stand-up shower. Come on in and take a look. Instead of having a small permanent bathroom as in even larger motorhomes, Roadtrek has what we call a temporary large bathroom. Just extend this door across the aisle, then do the same thing at the front. You have a large temporary private bathroom. And inside the privacy area we have the toilet. And it's a marine toilet with its own holding tank, not a portable toilet. We also have the stand-up aisle shower. To take a shower, just remove the curtain from inside the closet, then fully surround yourself with it in the aisle. Now I'll open it back up so you can see what's going on in here. It allows you to have a full-size stand-up shower. The water drains just into the drain in the floor. You can take a shower either with the shower head mounted or handheld. When you're done showering, you just dry off the curtain, gather it up, and put it away. And then lastly, in the privacy area, we also have the wardrobe area where clothes would hang. So that way you can use it as a private change room, once again with full standing height and lots of elbow room. And then lastly, use the sink across from you in the kitchen. There's no point having a second sink in a vehicle this size and wasting the space. But if you're at all concerned about performing personal hygiene in the same sink you prepare food, we have this hygienic sink liner. When you go to perform personal hygiene, just insert the liner, and when you're done, the kitchen sink has remained clean for food preparation. And finally, the privacy doors can also be used to separate the sleeping sections at night for privacy. This particular model sleeps 4, and this one is equipped with an L-shaped lounge. Basically, the table goes down to become part of the support of the bed, and the cushions are rearranged to create a 6'1.5" by 52-inch double bed. In this model, you can also get a 4-person dinette, and it works very similarly. The table goes down to support the bed, the seat bases come together, and the backs drop flat to make the same size double bed. Then one of the last features is that all our beds are made of 5-inch dual density foam, which means that there's 3 inches of a softer foam on top and 2 inches of a firmer foam on bottom. This gives you like a box spring effect, which is much more comfortable than all the same density of foam. This model sleeps 2 at the front, 1 on this side in a single bed. All you do is swivel the captain seat with its back in the middle, remove the backrest, bring the base up against the captain seat, and then put the backrest in place. Makes the bed 5'5" long. It's great for kids, but adults can sleep on it too, just with your feet hanging off the end. On the other side, you get another bed, this one 5'7" long, by doing the same thing. When you're done sleeping, just remove the backrest, slide the base back in place, put the backrest in place, and swivel the captain's seat back. Roadtrek is one of the only camper vans left that still has a lowered floor. The original van floor is up here where the carpeting is. We've lowered the floor 4.5 inches. That way you get full standing height without having to have such a high roof. That maximizes your fuel economy, minimizes wind sway, and improves handling. The lowered floor also allows for a more appropriate working height at your counter, more appropriate seating heights, and also makes it easier to exit the vehicle because you're starting from a lower level. Another advantage of Roadtrek's is the aisle width. Our aisle width is 30 inches. Makes it easy for 2 people to pass. And when it comes to storage, there's no more storage in any other camper van. Starting at the front, you've got this cabinet over the windshield, great for maps and tapes and things you need access to while you're driving. You can also get an optional overcab storage drawer that sits here, and it slides out. It's great for storing flat items like clothing, blankets. There's also these storage rails down both sides. It's good for storing games, Kleenex boxes, cards, what have you. You can also get what's called a removable wardrobe. It's a wardrobe that's interchangeable with this lounge seat. It sits here, provides about 36 inches more hanging height. Doors open like this. And it's removable and interchangeable with this lounge seat. When you're traveling just the two of you, it gives you all that extra storage. But when you want to use the Roadtrek as a second car at home, take the wardrobe out, put the lounge seat back in. No tools required. Another choice, if you don't want 4 seats at the front, you can actually get a permanent armoire that would be installed in place of this lounge seat here. It provides additional storage for hanging clothes or shelving or drawer space. There's also storage underneath both captain seats. Storage in here for your shoes. And finally, storage underneath both lounge seats. On this side, there's a drawer. Another good place for clothing, extra foodstuffs. And on this side, you get a large storage area that's accessible from the top, great for bulky items like bedding, and you can access it from inside if you don't want to lift up the seat cushion. There's also plenty of storage in the galley. There's 2 cupboards up here, great for plates and glasses. You've got 2 cutlery drawers. Then a large cupboard below the stove, good for pots and pans and food. Notice there's no water tanks occupying the space. There's even a small garbage cabinet. As you saw earlier, there's a roomy wardrobe, but there's also a shelf above it and another one above the toilet, good for personal hygiene items or towels. There's even 2 cupboards at the back above the bed. Lots of room for clothing. There's also a storage area across the rear below the bed that's accessible from the rear door that I'll show you later. If your vehicle is equipped with an L-shaped lounge, it'll have a TV cabinet that you can use for storage if you don't have a TV. But otherwise, TV can be watched while you're laying in bed. Or you can pull it out into the aisle, swivel it so it's facing the front, and watch TV from the front captain seats, which is the most comfortable place to sit in the vehicle. Also get a good distance away from the TV, which is often a problem in a small RV. Vehicle's equipped with a 110-volt built-in air conditioner, rather than having a rooftop one raising the height and ruining the aerodynamics. Down below, we've got several appliances. Firstly, we've got the 110 to 12-volt converter. When you're plugged into an external power source, it converts 110-volt into 12-volt, so you can operate all your 12-volt items like your lights, fans, etc. from your external power source rather than your auxiliary battery. And it also charges your auxiliary battery if need be. Down here is also located the LP gas furnace. It's direct ignition, which means you don't have to light the pilot light. You just set the thermostat. The furnace will come on and off as required to keep the vehicle at a comfortable temperature. In the kitchen, we've got a 2-burner stove, as you saw earlier. There's also a fan over the stove, which is very important and very often not common in vehicles this size. If you don't have it, your vehicle's interior will absorb cooking fumes. And there's a 110-volt microwave and a 3 cubic foot 3-way fridge. 3-way being that it runs on 110, 12-volt, and LP gas. And there's several safety features in here. There's a smoke detector, carbon monoxide detector, and at floor level, an LP gas detector. Finally, there's a monitor panel that helps you keep track of how much water you have in your fresh and wastewater tanks, how much propane you have left, and the charge level in your auxiliary battery. Note the 4 seats at the front of this model. If you swivel the front captain seats so they're forward facing, and with the addition of the L lounge at the back, you can have seating for up to 6 people, so it makes this Roadtrek great as a second car. But do note that the captain seats are swiveled towards the rear. That way you utilize the cab area as living space and end up with this roomy lounge for you and visitors to play games, have dinner. In the middle of the lounge here is this cloverleaf table. Table swivels into the middle so everyone has access to it. Then at each person, it extends. Do this at all 4 places, and you've got a table that's big enough to have a reasonable sized dinner. When you're done eating, you just swivel it out of the way, and you've got access through your aisle. There is one final advantage to having this table at the front, and that way you can maintain separate eating and sleeping sections for the people at the rear. That way you don't have to make your bed up every night or make your dinette up every morning. It's a real convenience not normally found in a vehicle this size, normally just in larger motorhomes. Cabin seats are a very important consideration when it comes time to buy an RV, because that's where you spend most of your time. Yet a lot of RV manufacturers build their seats with a method called fabrication. They'll start out with good foam, good virgin foam, but they'll cut it up and glue it together to get the desired shape. They'll cut and glue on a thigh support, or maybe a kidney support, or even a lumbar support. Well, those joints are prone to breakdown over time. Our seats are made with a method called cold pouring. There's actually a mold that's in the same shape as the base of the seat, another one that's in the shape of the back, and liquid foam is poured into the mold. So you end up with one piece of foam in the desired shape that's not prone to break down over time. Now let's take a look at some of the things that are interesting on the outside of the Roadtrek. The water tanks are located below the floor and between or near the axles for better weight distribution and handling. Also, by being below the floor, you maximize your interior storage space. The water tanks are quite large. They total over 75 gallons between the fresh, gray, and black water tanks. Now let's go to the back and I'll show you how you fill the freshwater tank. The freshwater fill is located behind this door. Not only does this help minimize exterior clutter, but also ensures that nobody tampers with your fresh water supply. Remember that storage area I told you about earlier? Well, there it is. Lots of room for even 2 sets of golf clubs and more. Below the floor here, we take advantage of that wasted space by storing the spare tire. And if you get a generator, it goes there, then the spare tire either goes inside, or if you want to maximize your storage space, you could put it on the back door. Notice the built-in air conditioner up here. It doesn't protrude out the back. All you see are these flush-mounted grills. Helps you avoid RV parking restrictions. One of the first things you'll notice is that the exterior Roadtreks aren't cluttered with all sorts of vents and hookups and grills. We've taken the gasoline fill and LP gas fill and located them behind one neat door. Then we've taken the upper fridge vent, which is normally the biggest, ugliest vent you'll find on the side of an RV, and camouflage it within this black louvered window frame. Then we've taken advantage of this area below the van floor to create another large storage space. And within here, we've located connections for your city electrical, your city water, and your park TV cable hookups. When you are connected, you just run the hose or power cords through this hole in the floor. That way you can close the door and keep your contents secure. And down here we have a handheld shower, great for washing sand off your feet, or the family pet. Now, in most RVs, when you go to empty your waste tanks, you have to carry a sewage hose and a bumper box. You have to handle the dirty thing. Well, instead of that, we've got a 20-foot sewage hose built right in. It's a patented feature, so you won't even find it on a $250,000 Class A. And the releases are conveniently located right beside. So there you have it. That's the 190 Versatile. Now for some people, the double bed either isn't long enough, wide enough, or they want to sleep separately in twins. So let's take a look at another model, the 190 Popular. The 190 Popular sleeps 3, 2 at the back lengthwise in twin beds. Just remove the table and the backrests, and you get a 6'3" and 6'1" twin bed. Or you can also remove the night table back there, use a dinette table support, bring the seat cushions together, drop the back flat for a 6'3" by 6'1" king size bed. There's also lots of storage in here too. You've got large drawers underneath the twin beds. Then because you're sleeping lengthwise, you get a suspended cupboard over here and a TV cabinet similar to the 190 Versatile. To accommodate the lengthwise sleeping, we've moved the galley forward and located the wardrobe behind the driver's seat. This leaves you seating for 3 and sleeping for a third in a single bed here, the same as the 190 Versatile. Now let's take a look at the smallest Roadtrek, the 170 Popular. The 170 is about 2 feet shorter than a 190, so though it's a little bit small on the inside, this makes it even easier to park and even more convenient as a second vehicle. That makes it perfect for couples, singles, or even a family of 5 who are willing to take a tent or extra trailer along for the extra sleeping space. The rear section of the 170 Popular is similar to the L Lounge in the 190 Versatile in that it goes down into a double bed and provides forward-facing belted seating for 2. The front section is exactly the same as the 190 Popular in that the galley is moved forward, leaving seating for 3 and sleeping for a third in one single bed. Now let's take a look at our most spacious model, the 200 Versatile. People select the 200 Versatile if they're taller, want a longer bed while maintaining the 4 seats at the front, or would just like a little more space. The front section is the same as a 190 Versatile, except it's wider. It has 4 seats that go down into 2 single beds, but they're also longer and wider. Then at the rear, you've got a double bed that's 6'7" long. It's available with a permanent mattress, which maximizes comfort and storage. Take a look at the size of that drawer. Or you can choose the extra versatility of an L-shaped lounge. The galley is also much roomier. The counters are deeper. And it even features an extra work surface over this drawer. There's more space in the cupboard above the counter and a lot more below the counter. That's mainly because we've relocated the fridge to the other side. It's a 4 cubic foot fridge, and it's raised for easier access and features top controls. The bathroom is different too. The seating area is much wider, plus there's extra storage spaces down here, and also a medicine cabinet. Now let's go outside and see where all this extra space comes from. The 200 Versatile is a wide-body camper van, but it's different than other wide-body camper vans. Firstly, we use Chevrolet instead of Dodge. The Chevy van has much more passenger legroom and better visibility from the cab because of these tall panoramic side windows and windshield. Now other camper vans start out actually with a full steel van body, and they'll cut away the whole body except the cab and the side and rear doors. Then they'll install fiberglass body panels and try and blend fiberglass and steel, or they'll reinstall the original steel body panels and weld in fillers. Well, rather than doing that, we've started out with just the van cab, same thing that's used for mini motorhomes or cube vans. We've bought only up to here. Then to that, we've added a one-piece fiberglass body. That's right, both sides, the rear, and the roof are all one piece. That way you don't have to worry about leaks and joints, etc. Also, instead of jutting out immediately after the cab, we've gradually widened the body towards the rear to a maximum of 7 inches at the rear axle, and then tapered it nicely towards the back. That way you get the room on the inside where you want it without having to have such a wide, bulky-looking vehicle on the outside. Also, by building our own body, we're able to maximize the storage space. Each turret is equipped with this large storage area below the bed. It stretches across the vehicle and is accessible from both sides. Also down here is located connections for electrical and city water. There you have it, the features that make taking to the open road in a Roadtrek so comfortable and relaxing. No matter what model you prefer, Roadtrek has a floor plan best suited to your traveling lifestyle. What makes for a memorable and enjoyable adventure? If you ask me, it's doing it in the best-selling North American camper van, Roadtrek.